So, it's time. His wife and kids were still in mourning. Ever since the tragic death of Phineas Cage via the Taffy puller, life had been hard for them. He still visited them from time to time to try to regain some of his past humanity, but nothing helped. His desires had been warped, and he wanted nothing less than the life of Mr. Takashi. He could not move on until he had his revenge. The bastard's days were numbered. Phineas was not a quiet victim. The wind howled ominously against the walls of a different home. Keigo Takashi was sitting in his living room with a gentle fire burning and casting a gentle orange light upon his visage. He stared at the fire entranced and mortified, struck with guilt for what he had done as the wind outside screamed at him to atone. He put the fire out, and beyond exhausted from all his regrets, he retired to his room. He lay awake praying for the racing, condemning, and berating thoughts to stop.
Murdering, lying, falsifying, repeat, homewrecker, killer, coward, repeat.
Over and over again, these angry voices screaming in his head were driving him to madness. Make it stop! He screamed before bashing his skull against the headboard of his bed. That silenced his thoughts for a moment, but then he realized what he had done. His once pearly white sheets were being stained by the unending flow of blood from his head. He started spasming profusely as he saw the familiar crimson pour onto his sheets and out of his hands like an unending macabre flood. The crimson on white was too similar to the crimson on pink from the murder of Phineas. He screamed out of hysteria and started looking for his old victim. He knew the ghost was there. Where are you? I know you're here! He stumbled a few steps forward, laughing from sheer disbelief and insanity. Is it you trying to tell me to repent? You here to kill me like I killed you? Talk to me, Phineas! No need to hide! I can't catch you if you're already dead! Phineas was indeed there. He was biding his time, planning the kill just like his killer. Show yourself! Takashi screamed as he lost even more blood, his voice hoarse from the frantic shouting. Enough games! Just end me! From the darkness came a voice, a fusion of two voices of an inhuman nature, distorted by pain, rage, torment, and resentment, spoke with undertones of what was once a man.
Do you really think your fragile dead mind can take it?
The dead man appeared, and the dying man cowered before this wraith of his own design.
Afraid of your handiwork. Can't hurt me if I'm already dead. But just because I'm already dead.
Desperately trying to get away, Takashi tried fleeing as fast as the severe blood loss would let him, but he was too weak to run, so he fell to his knees. Any way he crawled, Phineas would appear ready to crush his skull. His existence was scorned, his mercy was depleted, his eyes showed he was ready to kill. Lightning struck, signaling the hunt, as Phineas launched himself at Takashi with supernatural speed. Before he could let out a scream, Takashi's skull was smashed to a bloody pulp and splinters of bone against an unforgiving wall. Now a ghost of himself, Takashi looked at this terrifying entity he created. More precisely, he was looking up as Phineas was dragging him across his living room floor. He let out a haunting, terrified, spectral scream. But Phineas paid no mind. As the fireplace ignited with unnatural flame, he threw the ghost of Takashi into it, incinerating what remained of his worthless existence. Phineas stood there a brief moment, calming down and with a cold sadness in his eyes. The deed was done, and without any emotion, he faded away from this mortal plane, eager to get away from this tainted life. But little did he know that his very essence was gone. A dark ritual was happening at that very moment that would leave him condemned to become a sort of eldritch god. With his corrupted influence, the thinning was about to begin.